to start eye bank here also. So according to WHO, 1.9 million people have corneal blindness due to the opacification of cornea, which accounts for about 5% of the total patients who have blindness. The major causes in India of corneal blindness are infectious keratitis, because patients present late to the hospital, or they use traditional methods, or through chemists they take their own medication. So they come late with the presentation of corneal ulcers that has deteriorated. So that leads to corneal blindness. Pseudophakic bullous keratopathy, hereditary dystrophies, and corneal injuries also. So these are the varied presentation of corneal ulcer, around 1.31 million ulcers per year, which leads to corneal blindness. There are different causes like keratoconus. Here nowadays allergic conjunctivitis sometimes land up in keratoconus, which is a cause of corneal ectasia and may require penetrating keratoplasty later on. Many hereditary dystrophies cause corneal opacities and finally blindness. Injuries at workplace or trauma, road traffic accident leads to tear repairs, and chemical injuries causes corneal ulceration and then finally corneal blindness. These are also a major cause of corneal blindness in India. So prevention is the key to reduce corneal blindness, but the solution is keratoplasty, and for keratoplasty eye donation is must. So one person can give vision to 2% and only to corneal blind person. So cause of blindness should be corneal blindness that can be replaced with keratoplasty. So within 6 hours of death, eye bank has to be contacted. The attendant should be advised to close the eyelids, place a wet cotton cloth over the face or the eyes. The head should be elevated and the fans should be switched off where the diseased body is placed. So eye bank team goes there, getting consent from the family, taking the history, medical history of the deceased person is important. Name and this all relationship and all this is important for documentation. Then 2 ways eyes can be donated. This is whole eye enucleation or corneal scleral rim excision. So whole eye enucleation can be done at home, and it is followed by all retrieval centers, corneal retrieval centers or eye donation centers, because easy to transport and not much of salivation. Strict aseptic conditions are not required for full blown, but for corneal scleral rim, strict aseptic conditions are required and only quality eyes are excised. So this is done usually at hospital corneal retrieval program. So now, who cannot donate eyes? So contraindications of eye donation: extremes of age, less than 5 years or more than 80 years. Some banks have their own age limits, but usually less than 5 years and more than 80 years, the cornea is compromised in 80 years old, so that cornea is not taken. Death due to unknown cause or rabies or hepatitis B, C, HPLV 1 or 2, syphilis, HIV, any active viral encephalitis at the time of death, leukemias, active disseminated lymphomas or active septicemia as the cause of death, or retinoblastoma or tumors of anterior segment, or active ocular infections like exposure keratitis or ulceration in the cornea are also strict contraindication for eye donation. So general code of ethics is eye tissue should neither be bought nor sold. Tissues should be distributed without any discrimination. So there's a video, I will just play the video of eye enucleation. So the eye is cleaned. This is a diseased form. So it is cleaned with saline, moistened, and antibiotic drops are instilled, so that aseptic precautions are taken and there is no infection at the time of collection of the eye ball. So enucleation, all sterile aseptic precautions and the sterile instruments are taken to the site. Conjunctival peritomy is done. 360-degree conjunctiva is cut from the limbus. Antibiotic drops should be instilled in between to hydrate the cornea also, to keep the cornea moistened and for the aseptic precautions. Muscles are hooked and their attachments are cut so that eyeball is free to be taken out. So all the muscle attachments are cut. This is the lateral rectus, inferior rectus. All the attachments are cut, and with an enucleation spoon or enucleation guide, it holds the eyeball and the optic nerve is inside that groove, and with an enucleation scissor, eyeball is taken out. This socket can be filled with an artificial eye, or cotton can be placed and sutured according to the need of the attendants. Moist chamber is there, and this eyeball is retrieved to the eye bank. Proceeding with the lectures. So when the eyeball is retrieved at the eye bank, it has to be evaluated with slit lamp, and serology 5 ml blood sample is collected from the donor at the time of the death, and then serology has to be done. Corneal button preparation is done under laminar flow, and specular microscopy to assess the endothelial count of the cornea, to assess its quality, whether it is good, fair or not suitable for surgery. So excellent, very good, good, fair and not suitable for surgery. So if it is not suitable for surgery, it is not wasted. That donated eye is used for doctor's training or some research purpose. So every donated eye counts. So corneal slit rim preparation is done. It is kept in MK media if it is, or if it is moist chamber technique, then within